Hola, bienvenidos. Estoy aquí con la Santa Cecilia backstage. ¿Cómo están?
Bien, bien, gracias.
Y lo que me gusta de ustedes es que siempre tienen un tema. Los temas son de verdad, son mensajes que la gente tiene que escuchar. ¿De dónde sacan su inspiración para este tipo de temas?
Pues sacamos inspiración de todos lados, desde nuestra familia, nuestras experiencias, el amor, cosas que no nos gustan, things we don't like, that we'd like to change. So I think everything, like a mixture of everything. Life is what it inspires us to write and tell our story of what we're living, what we care about.
Cool. Talking about things you don't like, how do you feel, and I know how do you feel based on your songs, but I want to hear from you, the state of immigration, for example, in this country. Like, how do you feel it's moving? Is it moving? Is it progressing? Is it going backwards? How do you guys feel?
I mean, we don't feel like it's moving fast enough at all. I mean, I think we would hope that it would have been resolved a long time ago, you know? I mean, it's a serious issue because people keep being deported every single day. Like, a lot of people are being deported. I think the Obama administration deported more people than any administration beforehand. So it's a big issue for us because it's us, it's our friends and family, it's our bandmates, it's people that surround us all day, and especially in our city of Los Angeles. You know, it's a city that has so many Mexican, Central American, South American immigrants. So, you know, we just want to make sure that we're supporting that and we're letting people know what's going on, you know.
That's deep. And then the kids, you know, the border, they're stuck at the border and so on. How would you guys resolve that? I mean, if you guys had all the power to do it, what would be the solution for something like that?
I mean, we don't really know what the solution would be. Obviously, we would hopefully try to give them amnesty, you know, because they are political prisoners in a way, because they're coming from a situation that's very, it's even so hard to articulate, but it's a very difficult situation that they come from in their home countries, and they're trying to escape. I mean, why would a child, you know, without their guardian be sent to this country, be at risk to be sent to this country if their situation at home wasn't so bad, you know? So I mean, I think the one of the main things would be trying to resolve like our foreign affairs with those countries, so that, you know, they don't have problems like that at their home, that they need to come here. But we feel like they're political prisoners, and we want to make sure that people see them that way, so that they can, you know, receive asylum in this country, you know?
And going a little deeper into that, for example, do you think, as a parent, is it okay though, you know, and I agree with what you're saying, but for you to, you know, put your child's jeopardy, you know, like how do you guys feel about the parents over there?
Man.
I think it's a hard question, because I mean, like none of us are parents yet, you know, so we can't say the things that we would do for our children. But I mean, if your child is exposed to harm, of course you're gonna try to find any way to get them.
I mean, you gotta think
away
the parents looking around their environment and seeing what the options are for their children's future, and they must be in that dire straits to just be like, you know what, I have to get them out of here. I have to get him or her out of here because I don't want them around this, you know. And it's not like to say that our countries our people are like screwed up or anything like that. It's just a lot of complicated issues that create those situations that, you know, we want to all be as aware of as possible, so that we know why that's happening, you know.
Definitely. And then one last thing, if these kids were, let's say, from Canada, do you think that this situation will be going on the same way if these immigrant kids from Canada coming here for asylum?
No, I don't think so, because I think, you know, unfortunately, like that's one of our biggest passions in Santa Cecilia, to let people know that as Latinos or immigrant Latinos to this country, we're here for positive things, you know. We've created positive things through our culture here as Latinos in the United States, and we want people to recognize that, so that when these kids or situations like that where immigrants are trying to come here, they're not seen as something negative, you know,
right.
as a negative statistic. They're seen as like, oh, these are our neighbors. They come to contribute to our culture, to our economy, to our country, and, you know, our country's built on immigration, so let's welcome them, you know. But I don't think it would be the same. Unfortunately, it's not, when we're working towards trying to make how we're perceived, because we know who we are. We know how beautiful we are as people, and we want people to see that, you know.
Definitely. So I think, should the Native Americans then deport everybody?
I mean, they're the ones who are here,
Exactly.
you know, we're all here on their country, on their land.
Their land.
Yeah.
Exactly. So great. Thank you so much. So if you can give one last message to the people watching about how can they get involved and helping to change at least a little bit. What can they do? You know, can you let them know a little bit?
Well, I think it's always good to keep informed with whatever's going on in politics, in the news, with immigration, with an immigration reform, and always support, because this is not one person's problem. You know, it's everyone's problem, and everyone knows someone that's getting deported or has been deported. So please support. Find out how you can help out through or different organizations. And theloan.org has a great organization that can give you more information. So always be on the lookout and keep yourselves informed.
So the loan,
NDLON. It's the National Day Laborers Organization Network.
Oh, okay.
NDLON.
Yeah, there's so many organizations, and you know, just to allow people to, you know, open up the space in your homes and in your schools to talk to children, to let them know, you know, the reality of our history, and to not accept, you know, negative things about our culture, and you stand up and say something positive about who we are and where we come from, you know.
Damn, dope. Thank you so much for being here and helping out. And this is behind the scenes. This is what happens behind it. When the cameras are off, this is what's happening. We're talking about this. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys.
Thank you, man. Right on.
Thank you.